Hi, my name is Chris Castro. One of the things that I love to do is to share what I'm learning. And over the past year and a half or so, I've been really into doing word studies in the Bible from a original language perspective, specifically Hebrew. And it's been so much fun because, as we all know, for those of us that read the Bible, there are lots of translations out there. And when we come across a word, sometimes we go, huh? What does that mean? Or that doesn't make any sense. And this week was one of those weeks. And in Leviticus 26, there's a verse. And when I read it, I went, what? God wants me to eat the flesh of my sons and daughters? What the heck does that mean? And if there's anything that I've learned is that you can't go by what you see. You actually have to go back to the original language to understand what that meant. So I'm going to walk you through the word study that I did, and you're going to really enjoy where we end up. I'm going to share my screen and go through a couple of things. Leviticus 26:29, and it says, you shall eat the flesh of your sons, and you shall eat the flesh of your daughters. Now, let's go ahead and pull this up so we can get some context, okay? So this whole chapter is about blessings for obedience, punishment for obedience, and then you get down to the 27th verse, and it says, but if in spite of this, you will not listen to me, but walk contrary to me, then I will walk contrary to you in fury, and I myself will discipline you sevenfold for your sins. You shall eat the flesh of your sons, and you shall eat the flesh of your daughters, and I will destroy your high places, etc., etc., etc. So this is the verse that I'm focusing on. It says, you shall eat the flesh of your sons, and you shall eat the flesh of your daughters. So I first went to the Interlinear Bible, and the Interlinear Bible is a direct research to what the actual words mean in the original language. For the Old Testament, it goes back to the Hebrew, and for the New Testament, it goes back to the Greek. And the way you use the Interlinear Bible is the Hebrew for the Old Testament, you read it from right to left. English, you read from left to right. So the translation is right here underneath each other. And you shall eat the flesh of your sons and the flesh of your daughters you shall eat. So we're just going to focus on the words flesh. And as you can see, they're both Strong's numbers, 1320, so it's the same exact word. And if you look at the Hebrew letters, they're the same, except for this vav in the front. And the vav is typically a connector word, so it generally means and. So we're just going to focus on the three letters, which are Bet, Sin, and Resh. So when you look at the interlinear, you click on 1320, and it'll take you right to the Strong's Concordance here, and you can get some information. But I like to use the Blue Letter Bible because it's got the lexicons inside the program, and it's so much easier to do research. So let's go ahead and do that so you can see 1320 H 1320, and it really only has the KJ. Well, we'll do the ESV since that's the translation I used. Anyway, it brings us to the same place. It's basar, basar. And as you can see here, there's actually a root word. So this means it's not quite to the original, but it's close. And so 1320, you've got the bet, the sin, the resh. So the root word is H1319. And one of the things that I do when I find Strong's words is I actually go back to the lexicon, and I happen to have a copy of the ancient Hebrew lexicon. And so when I went looking for that and the strong numbers in that, and I'm just going to pull this over. Sorry that this is taking so long. And so when I did my research and looked around, this is the old hieroglyphics of what the word used to look for. But as you can see, 1320 is here, and it does mean flesh, okay? But it means the skin and muscle or the whole of a person, and it also means meat as food. So one of the neat things about the old Hebrew is an action-oriented language, which means that the action is what matters, not the concept of it. And so when you look up things, you have to look at everything to get what it actually means. So the root is about a report. It also, that's the action. The concrete word is flesh, and the abstract is good. So that's kind of where we start in terms of understanding. And since the word started out at 1320, we're going to go with flesh. But since the root is 1319, we're going to look a little bit more at this and how these two tie together. And so I'm going to put this aside over here. And we're going to go to 1319, the root word, and it's going to pull that out. It's basar, bosar. And we're just going to scroll down to the Hebrew Chaldee lexicon and read the full entry. And we're going to see that this word is to be joyful, cheerful, especially in receiving glad tidings, to gladden with good tidings. We're going to keep going down. It's about beauty, beautiful, since a face is made more beautiful by joy and cheerfulness, and the face of a cross and angry person is disfigured. So that concept is what the flesh is referring to, the beauty of the face, the external skin of the man, the flesh in which a person's beauty is perceived. So if you actually look, and this is the word, bet sin resh, to make anyone cheerful with glad tidings, to bear glad tidings, to announce glad tidings to anyone, okay? So it's about the way someone looks. So for looking, your face is going to have a different look for joy than for bad news, right? So let's take that concept and go back. 29, you shall eat the flesh of your sons and you shall eat the flesh of your daughters. If we take everything that we've learned and we focus on the fact that flesh refers to, and I'm looking at my notes, flesh refers to the skin, the muscle, the whole of a person, and it also connects to a report of good tidings or a report of tidings, whether good or bad. And it's about the beauty, the way your face looks at any point in time. Then I'm thinking we can summarize that this has nothing to do with cannibalism and everything to do with how the sons and daughters are going to look based on the consequences of the Lord dealing with the sins, so to speak, the sins, sevenfold for your sins, if they don't walk in alignment with what the Lord is asking. So, and again, I am not a biblical scholar, so you can take this or leave it, but based on going back to the original Hebrew, this to me seems like much more of a understandable concept for flesh than cannibalism. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope this prompts you to do your own studies using lexicons and the Blue Letter Bible and all the other resources that I shared. So take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.